Welcome back to Afri's Concept TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're listening to this news and wherever you are listening from. Breaking news. Proof alleged forgery beyond reasonable doubt. Supreme Court tells Atiku over Tinubu'S certificate. News in details. The chairman of the Supreme Court panel, the appeal against the election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Justice John Okoro, said on Monday that the People's Democratic Party in the February presidential election, Atiku Abubakar, must prove the allegations of certificate forgery leveled against the ex-Lagos State governor beyond reasonable doubts. Okoro handed down the admonition during the hearing of the election petition appeals filed by Atiku Peter Obi of the Labour Party. He stated this following the submission of Atiku's lead counsel, Chris Uche San, urging the court to admit the fresh evidence brought by the petitioners. In his bid to nullify Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory and prove the allegations that he was not qualified to contest the presidential poll, Atiku had prayed to an erroneous Chicago District Court to order the Chicago State University to release the president's academic records. The former vice president had accused Bola Ahmed Tinubu of falsifying the CSU diploma of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration awarded in 1979 that he submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission. He demanded a copy of any diploma issued by CSU in 1979, a copy of the diploma the CSU gave to Tinubu in 1979, and copies of diplomas with the same font, seal, signatures, and wording awarded to other students that are similar to what CSU awarded to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 1979. Atiku's application was opposed by Tinubu's lawyers, citing privacy concerns, even as they considered that only the certificate should be released and not other private records or privileged record, academic records. But the United States Court ordered the release of the ex-Lagos State governor's certificate academic results, which Atiku filed in support of his election petition appeal at the Supreme Court. Addressing the appeal court on Monday, Uche insisted that the issue of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's academic records was a weighty matter and urged the Supreme Court to submit it as fresh evidence. The senior lawyer said that the issue involving Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate is a wealthy, grave, and constitutional one, which the Supreme Court should admit. I urge the court to admit the fresh evidence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's academic records from CSU presented by Atiku. The court should take a look at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's records and reach a decision devoid of technicality. As a policy court, the court has a duty to look at and should sidestep technologicity. Atiku's lead counsel also said that the issue of 180 days should not tie the hands of the court. But Justice Okoro, while describing the matter as criminal in nature, said that it must be proven beyond reasonable doubt. He observed that there were not conflicting letters from Chicago State University. According to him, one of the letters authenticated the president's certificate and the other discredited it. He said that this is a criminal matter that has to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. There are two conflicting letters from the CSU on authenticating the president's certificate and another discrediting it. He also said that you cannot smuggle in a document into the Supreme Court without first tendering the same at the trial court. The appeal is misconceived and lacks merit. It should be outright dismissed. He also said that 180 days stipulated for the conclusion of the election petition case is like a rock of Gibraltar and it cannot be moved. INEC lawyer Abubakar Mohammed asked the court to interpret Section 285 of the Constitution and also urged the court to dismiss the appeal. The court also reserved judgment in the appeal filed by the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, against the tribunal judgment affirming Tinubu's election. Peter Obi and Labour Party, through their lawyers, led by Dr. Levi Ozuku-San, urged the court to uphold the appeal and set aside the judgment of the presidential election petition that dismissed their petition. The party had claimed that the placeholder nominated by the president, Ibrahim Masari, was not replaced within 14 days as stipulated by Section 33 of the Electoral Act. The APM lawyer applied to withdraw his appeal. The APC, INEC, Ibrahim Masari, and Tinubu's counsel did not object. Having been withdrawn, the appeal is hereby struck out, Okoro says. This is breaking news. Wow. Okay, now it has been asked that Atiku should prove this. Atiku should prove Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate if it is a forged one or not. Yes, but I don't know how he's going to do that. But he has given so many evidence. He has given so much evidence to prove that Tinubu's certificate is forged. So what evidence do they need? What evidence do the court need to prove that truly this certificate is a forged one? I don't know. It's now left for Atiku to decide. So viewers, what is your take on this? Your comment on this will be very much appreciated. Please don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell button.